When you were 5 years old, someone probably asked you, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And that was a cute question then. But as you got older, that question stopped being cute. It started to sound like a threat. By the time you hit high school, the message was clear. Pick a lane, get a degree, get a job, stay in that job for 40 years, climb the ladder. We are constantly told that the masters of one, the specialists, the experts, the people who eat, sleep, and breathe one single subject are the only ones who win. And if you're like me, someone who loves philosophy and coding and cooking, you've been made to feel that you are diluted, that you are mediocre, that you are unfocused. Society tells you to specialize. But today, I want to show you why that advice is actually an industrial age relic that is dangerous for your future. To understand why we are told to specialize, we have to go back in time. This is the information gain part that most people miss. The obsession with being a master of one isn't natural. It's manufactured. It started around the time of the Industrial Revolution. Factories needed workers, but they didn't need creative thinkers. They didn't need people who understood the whole machine. They needed cogs. Economists like Adam Smith praise the division of labor. If one man pins the buttons and another sews the sleeves, the factory makes more coats. So our entire school system was designed to mimic a factory. Ring a bell, move to the next room, sit down, memorize one subject. We were trained to be eye-shaped people, one tall pillar of knowledge, deep but narrow. But here's the problem. The Industrial Revolution is over. The factories are closing, and the eye-shaped worker is becoming obsolete. The world has changed, but our cultural software hasn't updated. So why shouldn't you be a master of one? Reason number one, your brain health. There is a concept in neuroscience called cognitive flexibility. It's the brain's ability to switch between thinking about two different concepts and to think about multiple things at once. Studies have shown that people who engage in multiple complex hobbies, like learning a language and playing an instrument, actually build what scientists call cognitive reserve. It makes your brain denser, more connected. It delays aging. It protects against dementia. When you force yourself to do only one thing for 20 years, your neural pathways can actually become rigid. You become a machine that is excellent at one task, but breaks the moment the environment changes. And that brings us to the economic reason. We live in a VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. If you are a master of one, you are fragile. If you are the best elevator operator in the world, and someone invents the elevator button, you are unemployed, zero transferable skills. But if you are a generalist, someone with a broad base of skills, you are anti-fragile. You don't just survive chaos, you use it. Now I know the fear. I feel it too. We are terrified of being average at everything. We look at the master of one, the concert pianist, the neurosurgeon, like they seem like gods. And we look at ourselves. We know a little bit of piano, a little bit of science, a little bit of writing. We feel like we are a jack of all trades, master of none. But here is the deeper truth about that phrase. That phrase is a misquote. The full saying is, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Benjamin Franklin, Leonardo da Vinci, Aristotle, these were not specialists. They were polymaths. They didn't succeed because they were the absolute best at one tiny thing. They succeeded because they could synthesize. They could take an idea from biology and apply it to architecture. They could take a rhythm from music and apply it to poetry. In the modern economy, innovation is synthesis. Specialists are great at optimizing existing ideas, but generalists are the ones who connect the dots to create new ones. If you only know one thing, you can't connect it to anything else. You're in a silo. So how do you win? You stop trying to be the master of one. You become a T-shaped person, or better yet, a P-shaped person. 2 legs. You have a broad range of interests across the top, and maybe 1 or 2 areas where you go deep. But here's the secret. Don't just have hobbies. Combine them. Are you a writer who loves fitness? Don't choose. Be a health writer. Are you a coder who loves art? Don't choose. Be a creative developer. The master of one is a commodity. The creative connector is a unicorn. Society tells you to focus, because society wants you to be a predictable worker. But the world doesn't need more workers. It needs more thinkers. It is okay if you don't have one true calling. It's okay if your resume looks like a patchwork quilt. That quilt is warmer and more durable than the thin, straight thread of the specialist. Embrace the chaos. Feed your curiosity. And the next time someone asks you what you do or what you want to be, don't give them the answer they expect. Give them the answer that is true. Tell them you are a student of the world, and that is a mastery all its own. I'll see you in the next